Genealogy Part 2. The impact role. With that third party, where there be an outside source of support, whereby it manifests itself to the participants within that relationship, whereby one has found some growth, some understanding, some knowledge, and I'm seeking to stabilize this relationship. I'm looking to resolve some of the underlying issues. I am seeking to foster some long-term problem solutions. I'm looking to alleviate some of this emotional burden. I am working for more healthy communications and a more healthy lifestyle. The triangle effect. Again, I'd like to be able to stand before you to take you deeper in this. My time is just about up. But I could not tell you enough, and I think from my initial conversation in this short period of time, you fully understand the effects of genealogy. It is who you are. It is what was poured into you, and as a result of that, whether you are mindful of it or not, you are starting to pour that out. I don't know if that was born into you from your historic perspective, or you came from good roots, but you came across someone who put some shadow work on you. You came from a real good situation, and as a result of the people that you found yourself in relationship with, now there's some shadow work being done on you. Maybe some of us got a low self-esteem because of what someone has said to you. That's the subliminal things. So what somebody said to you, how someone reacted to you, and as a result of that, it now has affected my genealogy. I'm a better person than that. I'm better than that. But because I came across some people, unfortunately, who came from some genealogy that was not in my best interest to be associated with, now I'm acting like they act. Now I have taken on their beliefs. Shadow work, subliminal messaging. And it has affected my genealogy. And for those who have come from us less desirable genealogy, now I've come across someone who did some positive shadow work for me, that has done some positive subliminal work. So people who said some things that I really need to hear, that you're a good person, that you're a loving person, that you have a lot to offer, you're a good mother, you're a good father, that you're a good parent, you know everything good about you. Through their subliminal messages, through their shadow work, they validated who you are in Christ. They see all the good things about you. And as a result of that, now you're saying the situation that I'm in, this genealogy that I come from, I understand the genealogy. I understand that I'm acting this way, but I am a better person than that. Yes, I'm a person that's always been argumentative, but I don't have to be that way. Yes, I'm a person who is a womanizer. Anyone who speaks to me, a manizer. Any man who speaks to me, any woman speaks to me, I'm quick to lay down because they validated me. I'm a better person than that. I don't need that validation. As a result of that, drinking and drugs, I used to drink and I used to drink, I fight, I do this, but that was because of my genealogy, but I don't have to be like that. This is affecting who I am. This is affecting my outcome. This is affecting my time on what I want to be. And because of this genealogy, it is holding me up from the work that needs to be done. To the classroom teacher, to the building leaders, business owners, To the counseling centers, you know this better than anyone. Every situation that comes into my place is the result of genealogy. I would argue that. Every situation that comes into your place, every little student that walks into your classroom brings with you genealogy. The little classroom kids, polite, respectful, loving, giving, sharing. And you look at those little people and you say, oh my God, if I ever had a little kid, I hope that she's like that. Then the second one walks in, rude, disrespectful, hateful, racist. Wow. Your genealogy. Where did it come from? Where did it come from? These little people come into this world with a clean slate, and then they come across big people who start to pour stuff into them. I'm going to say that again. The little people who walk into your classrooms every single day, they bring the genealogy with them. Love, caring, everything that you ever want in a little kid, everything that you ever want. Patience, understanding, eager to please their teacher, want to get their work done, love school, the whole thing. Then you flip the coin over, and it's those other little kids who come in from their genealogy, and it's not the child's fault. It's not even the parents' fault, because the parents unknowingly are the effect of their genealogy. They haven't figured it out yet. And as a result of that, this is a next generation that has been poured in all of that mess. And as a result of that, little kindergartners, young 5 students, pre-K, first graders, second grade, third grade, 12th graders, disrespectful, aggressive, hurtful, disobedient, don't value education. And you're trying to figure out where all this come from. And then when you sit down with their parents, the little girl, this little boy, this love and affection and get their work done, you meet their parents, and then you leave out and say, oh gosh, those parents are so nice. Then you flip the coin over. The little boy, the little girl, just as disrespectful, hateful, hurtful. And you meet with their parents, genealogy. For those business owners, you have employees to come to work every day, willing to do whatever it takes for the business. Willing to do whatever it takes for the business. Then you have the other ones come in to the business, and they bring nothing but negativity. Nothing is ever good. Nothing is ever right. Nothing is good. Nothing is ever right. Have a complaint about everything. Nothing is ever good. Nothing is ever right. Got a complaint from everything. Then you have some supervisors come in every day. They on level 5. Happy to see everybody. High energy. Walking around, a perfect example of leadership. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good to see you today. Thank you for being here today. Thank you for being here today. Thank you for being here today. Greeting the little kids. Thank you for being here today. Greeting your employees. I'm thankful for being here today. Thank you for being here. The pastor of the church. I'm glad to see you today. I'm glad to see you today. Thank you so much for being here. The outstanding leadership. Then you have the other supervisor, the other's business leader. Listen to that. The other supervisor, the one who, quote, running things. Supervisors, the leadership, the ones that we're modeling things after. the one that's setting the tone in the building, the one who is teaching us everything that we need to know about the business, everything that they're a role model for us. Won't speak to nobody. They got their little clique, only a couple people that they are socialized with. And even in their leadership role, they got something negative to say about everything. They got something negative to say about everything. They got something negative to say about everything. In the counseling world, you got counselors come in who with advanced degrees who already know about the history of genealogy. They come in every single day, ready to change the world. I'm glad to see you today. Mr. So-and-so, come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in. I'm glad to see you today. I'm glad to see you today. Loving their jobs, understanding the importance of the role and the importance of changing the mindset of the people that have been sent to them who are in questioning about their genealogy. Then you have the other counselor who comes in every single day. A counselor, advanced degrees, understanding the importance of personality, understanding the roles of family. And when you talk to them, as you look at their personal life, excuse my language, everything is going to hell in a basket. And these are the ones who are supposed to empower and create change. Wow. Our genealogy. My time is just about up today. Again, there is so much more to this conversation. There's so much more. I'd love to be able to come out with Mindset Matters, Mr. T. McBride and Mr. Alex, to talk about our genealogy. The effects of genealogy. Inside of this genealogy, your mindset matters. Your mindset will be the manifestation of change. Your mindset about genealogy, it matters. Your mindset of the understanding of where you are, who you are, where you came from, your mindset of your thinking, your doing, where it all started, your shadow work, who is influencing you, who told you that? The subliminal messages that you received, who told you that? Why do you feel your self-esteem, your genealogy? Your mindset matters. Your mindset matters. We'd love to come out to give you the in-depth discussion about that in your programs. Especially for us, and that's everyone who is in leadership. That's everyone who is in leadership. That's everyone in leadership. Your genealogy. The official records of your family legacy. What has your family taught you? Are you the result of some shadow work? Are you the result of subliminal messaging? Somebody has said something to you. And as a result of that, you are the result of the pouring into. You are the result of the pouring into. And as a result of that, you're pouring that out. Your genealogy. What has been poured into you? What are you pouring out as a result of your genealogy? What has been poured into you? What has been poured into you? And what are you pouring out as your genealogy? What is your historic record? What is your historic record? I say again, everything that I've said to you today, I've said to myself. And everything that I said today is in love. And hopefully this information is shared to you today about your genealogy will allow you to take a real good look in the mirror and have a conversation with you that no one else can have. Hopefully this will cause you to spark a conversation with yourself that nobody else can have but you. Your genealogy. Of course, if you like what you heard today, whether you like it or not, and I hope that you receive this, there's no condemnation. The Lord loves us just like we are. But I hope that we as individuals are always working on our genealogy, that we're always working to be just a little bit better, that no matter where you are, that we're always working to be a little bit better. Regardless of your genealogy, I'm always working to get just a little bit better. If you like what you heard, please hit subscribe. Share this with somebody else. Hit like. Leave me a comment. I thank you for listening today. I thank you for listening. At times, my energy levels can get pretty high. At times, my energy level can get a little high. But of course, I spend a lot of time in sports. And coaches will tell you, when you walk onto that field, make sure your energy is high. Make sure your energy is high. Make sure that your motor is running when you step on that field. This is not a place to be relaxed. I want your engines running high. And for those of you in leadership, for those of you in families, your genealogy very well may affect your tomorrow. And I say this particularly with families, mothers, fathers, teachers, leaders. When you come across these different genealogies, to the mothers and fathers, ask yourself, do I want my little boy to be like me? Do I want my little girl to be like me? Do I want that little girl in my class to always be that way? Do I want that little boy in that classroom to always be that way? And whatever your answer is, you're going to be responsible for a leader. You're going to be held responsible for that. You're going to be held responsible for the pouring in on that next generation. You're going to be held responsible for that on the other side. You're going to be responsible to some degree as to the outcome of that person's life. So please know, if the question has ever been asked of you, what did you pour in? Hopefully your answer will be a good answer. What did I pour into them? Because whatever you poured into them, taking into account the possibility of shadow work and subliminal messaging, you're going to be responsible to some degree. I really believe that, of what's being poured out of them. as best I can, and I speak to myself, as best I can, I want to do a good work. I'm not perfect, but I want to do a good work. I'm not perfect, but I'm trying to get better every single day. I'm not perfect, but I'm trying to get better every single day. I want to make sure that I have good subliminal messages when I meet people. I want to make sure that I am giving off good shadow work. And more than anything, I'm hopeful that when my little girl looks at me, that she will say, on the day that I get married, I hope that it's a man that has many of the characteristics of my father. I'm gonna say that again. I got a little girl. And on that day when she decides on her family, I hope that she will say that I found a man that has the characteristics of my father. I'm truthfully trying to get better every single day. I'm working on my shadow work. I'm working on my subliminal messaging, and I'm very much aware of my genealogy. I thank you for listening. I thank you for listening. May your day be filled with favor. Have a great day. Thank you for listening.